Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a new filing so full of twists and turns, you might need a roadmap to keep up. Think of it as a corporate choose-your-own-adventure book, except instead of dragons we battle dead. This filing reveals StoneX Group's plan involving some new secured notes, a merger, and a lot of conditions that have to be met before things get real. It's like waiting for a complicated recipe to finally bake properly. If not, there's a backup plan. Buckle in, it's going to be a detailed ride. If you enjoyed turning corporate speak into plain English, smash that subscribe button and join our Discord community, link in the description below. Okay, so StoneX Group is setting up a deal to potentially buy another company in a merger. They're using something called an escrow issuer, a fancy name for a temporary holding company, to issue these notes. On July 8, 2025, StoneX Escrow Issuer LLC, a subsidiary, made an agreement about issuing and selling 625 milliivers in notes that are secured, meaning that the lender has rights over specific assets if StoneX cannot pay back the loan. These notes are due in 2032. The whole reason for issuing these notes, these debt papers, is to fund their planned purchase or acquisition of RTS Investor Corp. Think of it like taking out a mortgage to buy a house. The money from selling these notes is held in a special locked account until certain conditions are met. If StoneX doesn't complete the merger by October 20, 2025, they have to buy all the notes back. This is called a special mandatory redemption, and it's like a refund if the deal falls through. If the merger doesn't happen by this October, StoneX has to redeem these notes and pay back the investors. It's a safety net for the note holders, ensuring they get their money back plus any interest. Once the merger is completed and the money is released, these notes become guaranteed by StoneX's subsidiaries. The notes are secured on a second lien basis, which means that other lenders get paid first if things go south. It's a bit like being second in line at a buffet. The lenders who get paid first have priority, so this agreement is in place to say who gets paid first. These notes or debt will mature and must be fully paid back by July 15, 2032. StoneX will start paying interest on these notes twice a year, beginning January 15, 2026. It's like a regular dividend payout, but for debt holders instead of stockholders. StoneX can choose to pay off the notes early, but there's a penalty called a make-whole premium. This ensures the note holders still get their expected return. Think of it as an early termination fee. If there's a significant change in who controls StoneX, note holders have the right to sell their notes back to the company at a premium. This protects investors if the company's ownership changes hands. The agreement restricts StoneX's ability to do certain things like selling assets without permission, paying out too much in dividends, taking on more debt, or merging with another company. These rules are intended to protect the note holders by keeping StoneX financially stable. The agreement includes a list of events that would trigger a default, such as failing to make payments, breaching the agreements, or going bankrupt. If a default occurs, the note holders can demand immediate repayment. The entire agreement is attached as an exhibit to this report. Legal language can be boring, so they provide it in case people want to examine everything in detail. These notes were offered in a private sale. This means they didn't have to go through all the usual regulatory steps of a public offering because they were only sold to big experienced investors. Icon 21003 and Item 1.01 talk about these new notes. Oxide now, let's look at the exhibits. This is the actual legal agreement or indenture that outlines all the terms and conditions of the notes. Well, that was a hefty dive into StoneX's new debt deal. It seems they're betting big on this merger and these notes are their way of funding it. Overall, StoneX Group seems to be making a strategic move to expand its business through this acquisition. By using debt financing, they can complete the merger. The structure of the notes includes safeguards for investors just in case the merger doesn't happen. However, there are risks with this strategy. If the merger gets delayed or fails, StoneX will have to spend a lot of money to redeem the notes, which could impact their financial situation. Also, taking on more debt increases the company's financial risk and reduces their flexibility to pursue other opportunities. In conclusion, while this deal could lead to gains for StoneX if the merger succeeds, it also carries significant risks. Whether this is a good deal or bad deal depends on how things go with the merger. For most people, I would say that it's hard to tell, and so I'd be wary, but it could work out in StoneX's favour. Alright, that's our breakdown of this filing. What's your take on this deal and what it is signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.